We've got a couple of farms, a couple of different permissions that we're going to go through. The first one is a rubber farm. I've just stoned that rat with a GSB monster. 25.39 grain, straight in the back of the neck. I only took 2 shots with these pellets. This is the second one, and you can see there he bolted off before he took the pellet. Let's have a quick look at the slow-mo and you'll see what I mean. So he's sitting there, I take aim, commit to the shot, and the shot's already away. The pellet flies out, smacks him straight in the rib cage. Those pellets are pretty big and they're pretty damn heavy. He's going to bleed out pretty quick. Now I'll swap back to the exact RS, which is 13.43 grain, and much faster. I'm getting about 629 feet per second with these, as against 420 I believe with the monsters. There's another one down. These are the fertilizer stores, and there's grain stores on the left hand side. The grain's spilling through onto the ground here, and you can see there's also been some red paint spilt there as well. And they are literally climbing out of the walls at this place. Those marks there are chocolate spread that I put around there to draw them out. Punched him in the face and knocked him straight back into his nest. Now the farm manager opened up one of the other buildings on the farm. This is a second grain store. There's not that many rats in here to be honest, but the ones that do come out tend to be on the other side of the mound of grain. So I'm waiting for him to stick his head up. He doesn't, so I punch a GSB straight to his upper body. Now that's a good clear chest shot. The rat bolts off and he dies about 2-3 foot just along from there. I climb up the grain on the right hand side and retrieve him. I know some people don't like high body shots, but when you find a 2-2 pellet, even a 177 pellet, if you get the placement right, they are very humane because the rat bleeds out very quickly indeed. Remember, high body shot, you're ripping through the vitals, heart and lungs, and it bleeds out very quickly. But yes, headshots are always preferable. You can't always get them though, like I said, and this is another situation where a headshot is not ideal. If I took a shot on that, I'm going to go straight through his eye, straight through his nose, and that's just, to be honest with you, it's just going to put him in a really bad mood. He's not going anywhere. So what I'm going to do is have a quick scan around, see if I can find anything else, and voila! Spot this one. Having said that about a headshot, I get the perfect opportunity for a headshot here, but again you need to make sure you're aware of your backstop. Watch what happens behind his head when I take the headshot. Oops. I haven't put a hole in it luckily. I know that's a solid steel wall, and a pellet flying at sub 12 speeds and energy is not going to go through there. Of course he knows the sub 12 pellet will go through him, so he's off. Let's jump back and have a quick look at that. So you can see I've just scuffed the metal there, taken the oxidised layer off, no harm done. Nice high body shot, again, straight through, tracks down the body, doesn't even touch the wall at the back. That's just completely crushed him. Just pushed his heart and lungs to his bum hole there. The next rat, we will have another high body shot because his head's going up and down like a hose draws. So I don't want to take a shot and risk smashing him in the face and then running off injured. Nice high body shot, knocks him over. He's not getting back up from that. Back over in the grain store where I shot the previous one up on the wall. Wallop. Domed in with the GSB. He doesn't even know he's dead. Does pay to have a quick scan around because sometimes the noise of the rifle going off dislodges other rats and they go off on a wander. Like this one back on top of the grain store. Not a very good shot this one, but I'm leaving it in because I am being honest with viewers. Not every shot goes to plan. Go for a high body shot. Not quite sure what happened there. I think he moved to the left and he ended up falling down there. I end up having to climb up that grain and grab him with the grabbers, and I have to bring him down and point blank him because even though it's a rat, it's not right just to leave them suffering. Do go after them, do try and recover them, and do finish them off. This little chap playing around, running around, playing at his food. I was always told that was rude. Don't play with your food, eat it. Instead, they play in it and shit in it. Now you'll see here, this is another example of where a high body shot's fine on a fidgety rat. Take him down now. Straight over. No doubt in that. There we go. Very humane, very quick, straight down. got a nosy neighbour here. I left this too late. Take a shot, and it lands just in front of him and straight into the wall behind. If you have a look, you can see what's happening here. So you can see they're literally coming out of the walls. They're chewing through the inner boards, and they're creating themselves rat runs on the outside and also on the inside of the walls here. And that's how they're getting around the entire barn structure. Not a bad night actually. I nailed, I think, probably 16, 17 in all. Near the ones that I managed to recover. Very happy with that. Nice big heavy bag of rats left for the farm manager. I'm sure he was chuffed. We're over on the dairy farm. Now this is the grain store, stroke vehicle store, stroke everything store. And the rats love to play. They're pottering around, doing their general ratty stuff, engaging in rat politics. Not dissimilar to Matt Hancock. I wasn't getting the action in the grain store, so I went out to see the heifers. Well, the calves actually. And I spot this one loading it up. On the deck. On the deck. You can see a little spot on the corner, a slightly different colour. That's a little bit of rat that I spilt there. I walk back round to the grain store and I can hear this rustling noise, and I can see the rats underneath these bags of grain. Not exactly discreet, but they pay the price for that. They need to be a little quieter, I think. Scan with the thermal shows a second heat signature under those bags, so switch back to NV and investigate. And sure enough, there's another dirty rat there. Just so you see him, I can see the little bead on his eye, so I put a shot in there. I'm not sure if that hit. He could have another one. Still not sure. He can have another. Pellets are cheap. I got the last few tins for free, so I don't mind putting them down to make sure he's dead. All the movement stopped. Now, dead rats don't move, so I figured it's probably safe to go in there and have a look. There's one. These are juveniles. Only young rats, but remember, young rats become big rats, and all rats are a problem. Little ratty there, thinking he's nails, hanging out with his big friends in the cattle barn. I've got different ideas for him though. Walking around there, eating the cattle food, dumping his load in their water. It's not acceptable, is it? No one likes poo in their drink. His little buddy there spotted what was going on. He knows there's something up. He's not hanging around. And here we go. Another one. Come on. Not sure what happened there. I probably pulled the rifle. Wasn't the gear. It was just a crap shot, to be honest. This one's a different story, however. Sticks his head up above the tyres just too far. Well up. Straight down. This is back in the grain store. Got another rat sniffing around, doing ratty stuff. I waited till he got off that stack there because I thought that was roofing boards. When I went across to pick him up, I noticed it was just plain wood boards. But I was just concerned that if I got passed through or I missed, I would smash whatever he was sitting on. But as it happens, it wouldn't have mattered. And there we go. Nice easy retrieve, that one. You can see the drop-ins around there, so that's clearly a little hot spot, so I'll keep that in mind and come back. As I said before, have a look around because, especially if you're going to pick them up, the disruption often brings them out. They like to see what's going on, they get quite inquisitive, and you can often get a second shot down. Back in the cattle barns. It looked like he stepped down from that, but he was dead on the other side of the wall at the back of the barn. I thought I'd missed. Next one has no shot on him, but if you look, he's lost a right eye. You often see that with rats when they've been fighting, they lose eyes and ears. This is back in the grain store where I shot the other two earlier on. And again, climbing around on the bags, making a racket, doesn't do you any favours. It does do the farmer some favours, however. in that he gets one less rat to deal with. This one's tucked away right at the back. Bit awkward because I need to range it, but I managed to range him by hitting the back wall with the laser. I took the shot, knocked him down, and you'll see his head stick out just in a second. Very dramatic, rolls straight over on his back. He really wanted to let me know he was dead. Stuck the rifle down on the bipod, and there he is. Again, look at the droppings around. They're just walking shitting machines, these things. Oh, he is that shy rat. Let's come back out. Clearly his stomach's got the better of him. I want to see if I can get the better of him now. Come on, show your face. He does just that. And he runs. Missed him again. Sit still next time. That session I got 6 recovered, and I think I got another 3 that I'd shot, so 9 in all. Come on then, let's go back across the arable farm, see what we can find. Well, he can't even find his way home. Let's go for a high body shot. These are absolutely perfect, like I said, for fidgety rats. If you've got a fidgety rat, don't attempt a headshot because you may well miss it and hit it in the face. It might only be a rat, as some people say, but you don't want it to run off injured. He's run off on adrenaline. He's dead, he just doesn't know it yet. But the Rat Reaper soon catches up with him. Takes him down. Same for his nosy neighbour. Now he's nice and still, so a headshot is right on the cards here. Watch this. Boom, straight between the eyes, and you can see the blood drip out on the wall there. Kicks himself down. Back legs are kicking, tail spinning. I'm happy with that. Hello, fat boy. Just punched a hole in his dome and that noise echoed around the grain store. Very nice. Awesome. Let's get back across to the dairy farm because I've got a rat that was all good and happy before I locked up. I've just put him to sleep there. He's having a good old rat nap. And there he is. Some red paint spilt there, but that didn't spoil the picture. This one's moving quick. I'm just going to smash his off switch. Looking at that, there's no dispute in that shot. He holed him with the GSB there. Goes quite quiet inside now because there's quite a bit of disruption there, so I'll go outside and I spot this one. Nice easy 15-yard shot from the grain store. I empty the contents of his head all over the ground. Quite a big chap, this one. Didn't look that big when I took the shot. I went across and picked him up and he was quite a chunky thing. If I remember last year, as winter rolled on, they seemed to get bigger and bigger because I think a lot of the smaller ones were starved out and the bigger ones just got fatter and fatter. These look nice and warm. They look quite nice and thermal, don't they? Looks like they've been painted. Let's get back in the grain store. Now that tract on the right hand side is where they are basically living. They've got nests in there. And they climb down between the tractor and the wall and they help themselves to the grain that's spilt all over the floor. I'm just watching them play, waiting till I can get a fairly steady, pretty guaranteed shot, and there's one right here. That literally knocked him off his feet and bowled him over. Now, if you listen, you can hear a bit of a ting. I thought I'd missed this one. When I replayed it, I got clean passed through and it hit the wall behind. Watch this. This is quite interesting. This one is licking the blood and the brain from the one I shot earlier on. One of the final shots of the evening outside. Now listen carefully after I take the shot. Hear that ricochet? I thought I hit the tyre. I couldn't see too well because the IR looked a bit dim, but I thought I'd hit the tyre and missed him completely. But then, I'm pretty sure I'd hit him. Have a quick look around on the thermal. Nothing there. Nothing coming out. So I put the rifle down and I'll go and have a look. And sure enough, I'd hit him. Straight to his head, hit the tyre, ricocheted off. There was a hole straight through both sides of him. Is that more red paint there? There's a lot of red paint spilt around tonight, isn't there? Well, that's it for me. I got 6 or 7 and I managed to recover, and I think there was something in the region of about 11 shot overall that night. Farm was very happy, so was I. Happy days. Thanks for watching.